So now that you understand kind of the theory behind this and how this all works, I'm going to give you a tour of what I store in here. So at the bottom, like near the floor, obviously that's the cooler space. And so I like to store things that I really want to keep cool. I store all my potatoes in boxes on the floor. They're actually the boxes and crates that I cured them in outside, and I just toss them in here and I cover them with a little bit of newspaper. You don't want potatoes in closed up bins because they'll go moldy. So I just have them on the floor here. And I don't really have an example for you because we ate through all of our potatoes. I did not put enough potatoes away this year, which was unfortunate. We had a bit of a potato harvest fail. Well, not the harvest, the growing part failed, and then there was no harvest, so that was unfortunate. So what I have is near the ground, I have my potatoes, and then I have some bins at the bottom here that just have some dry goods, like some flour and things with like good tightly fitting lids, so you don't want to get bugs in here, which is really, really important. So, and then on top of those bins, I have my boxes of onions. Kind of see. Here are some onions in here. Now we've eaten through a good portion of them. I put away 75 pounds, and that was a good amount. And I've got a few that are starting to grow, and but most of them have stored really, really well all winter. Now above my potatoes on this bottom rack here, I'm gonna show you what's down here. I keep things that need to be kept cool, like the sauerkraut. So any fermented vegetables I like to keep in like my very cool spot. So I have some sauerkraut here. Now this sauerkraut at this point in the season, so we're kind of, you know, in springtime and we're getting some fluctuation in temperatures. We're getting some warmer temperatures. I'm going to actually transition these now to my secondary refrigerator. And so that I can keep them nice and cool and prevent them from, you know, starting to ferment anymore. I also like to keep my nuts in here. So I'll have these. I've got some walnuts as well as some peanuts. We like to do homemade peanut butter, so I keep those in here. We're also going to be looking at under oil preservation, and here's an example. This is, these are red peppers that have been blanched and stored in olive oil. And again, these are items that I want to keep nice and cool, and they really you only want to be storing them for about 6 months. So it's just over the winter time. So this is like my last jar of these, and I am going to also be transitioning them to a refrigerator and eating them, you know, within the month here. There's certain foods that I store in here that really it's only for the winter time. They're not going to be long-term storage, and the sauerkraut and the under oil preservation is an example of that. But they're really great ways of keeping amazing food from your fall harvest over the winter. All right, so another example is these are again peppers under oil. These were roasted peppers that I did in apple cider vinegar and then with oil on top. These weren't quite as successful, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend this. They were a little bit, their texture wasn't great. So